Chuck couldn't make it today, so you get me. And I'm going to do it a cappella.
Good try.
We're starting with the B-I-B-L, you know. I'm really glad you're all here. Thank you for coming. And for all those that told you they were going to come but didn't make it, make sure you remind them how awesome it was. Because you got to see me. The concert might be good too. I'm going to let him introduce himself and his lovely wife. But I want to open us in prayer, and I just want to thank you all again for coming. I know it's cold. I know it's Tuesday. And I know it's that some of you have jobs. Dirty word. And for those of you with jobs, I'm sorry. But for those of us that don't, sorry. Anyway, so let me open us in prayer, and then I'm going to turn it over to Chuck and let him do his thing. And again, I'm just thankful that you all took time out to come and be with us tonight. Let's pray. Father, I just thank you for your goodness. I thank you that your mercies are new every day. Father, I pray, Lord, that you will be with this this worship tonight and this fellowship, Father, that everything that we do and everything that we sing and everything that we say will be for your honor and your glory, Father. I thank you for the traveling graces for everyone that came. And I pray, Lord, that you will just allow us to enjoy ourselves in you tonight, Father. So I thank you and I praise you in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Chuck Crain.
We'll stand down here amongst you all. I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe, yes, I believe. I believe above the storm, the smallest prayer will still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know why I every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf, or see the sky, then I know I thank you very much. Now tonight, I require two things. One is a lot of smiles. Okay, maybe not. Secondly is a lot more smiles. And if you don't smile, I'll come back where you're sitting. When I woke up this morning, the first thing that I saw was the sun shining down on me. I have a song in my heart and peace in my mind. I feel blessed from my head to my feet. I've been smiling all day long, and I'm rejoicing in my soul. I can't explain how I feel. I guess it's better felt than told. I'm having one of those days where I want to praise the Lord. Having one of those days where my heart is filled with joy. I want to tell of His goodness. I just gotta testify how He brought me out of darkness into His holy light. Well, soul has been redeemed. His grace has set me free. And praise God, I'm a child of the King. Some days I just can't help myself. I seem to lose all control. I'm having one of those days, so I just let the glory roll. I'm having one of those days where I want to praise the Lord. Having one of those days where my heart is filled with joy. I want to tell of His goodness. I just gotta testify how He brought me out of darkness into His holy light. When I feel like I can walk on water, I've got a mountain moving faith. So you just have to overlook me, 'cause I'm having one of those days. I'm having one of those days where I want to praise the Lord. Having one of those days where my heart is filled with joy. I want to tell of His goodness. I just gotta testify how He brought me out of darkness into His holy light. When I feel like I can walk on water, I've got a mountain moving faith. So you just have to overlook me, 'cause I'm having one of those days. Yeah, one of those days. I'm having one of those Yeah. Here's a little song for you young whippersnappers, my age on up. Living below in this so sinful world, hardly a comfort can afford. Striving along to face temptation's sword. Let me tell you, brother, where could I go but to the Lord? That wasn't me singing bass. Where could I go? Oh, where could I go? Seeking a refuge for my soul, needing a friend to save me in the end. Let me tell you, brother, where could I go but to the Lord? Neighbors are kind, I love them, everyone. We get along in sweet accord. But when my soul needs manna from above, where could I go but to the Lord? Where could I go? Oh, where could I go? Seeking a refuge for my soul, needing a friend to save me in the end. Let me tell you, where could I go but to the Lord? Where could I go? Where could I go? Seeking a refuge for my soul, needing a friend to save me in the end. Let me tell you, where could I go but to the Lord? Where could I go? Tell me. Where could I go? Please tell me. Where could I go but to the Lord? Thank you very much. By uplifted hands, how many here have never heard me sing before? Raise your hand. Where you been? I've done 3 songs for you. Hey, Paul. Pastor, do you have this problem on Sundays too?
Every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
One thing about me, folks, I love a lot of the new songs, but I really love the older songs. The older songs are great. They have the meat in them. The new songs, they're still good. They're like French fries. I still love French fries too, but anyway, I'm going to do, my wife's saying, oh no you don't, because it's bad for you. But I'm going to do some of the older songs. I'm going to do a couple new songs, and some other songs you probably don't even care about hearing, but we'll see what goes from there. Everybody smile. Well, I used to get excited about the things of this old world. I wanted to play, have a made in the shade, not once thinking of the Lord. Oh, but sin took me so far down, I had to look up to see the ground. Oh, and in my shame I called on His name. What a joy and peace I found. Now I get excited every time I hear the name of Jesus. I get excited every time I hear the word of the Lord. I get excited when I think of why He died on the cross for you and me. I get excited. Oh, I get excited. Yeah, I get excited every time I feel the power of the Lord. When I think of what awaits me when I enter a heaven fair, eternity so happy I'll be in that city He's prepared. Oh, we'll see the one who died for me and gave His life to set me free. I'll receive a crown He promised when His blessed face I see. I get excited every time I hear the name of Jesus. I get excited every time I hear the word of the Lord. I get excited when I think of why He died on the cross for you and I get excited. Oh, I get excited. Yeah, I get excited every time I feel the power of the Lord. I get excited when I speak His name. I get excited when I hear His voice. I get excited when I speak my mind. I get excited. Oh, I get excited when I think of why He died on the cross for you and me. I get excited. I can't help myself. I get excited. Oh, I get excited every time I feel the power of the Lord. I get excited every time I feel the power of the Lord. I get excited. One of the first songs I heard when I got into Southern gospel music was this song. When He was on the cross, I was on His mind. I'm not on an ego trip. I'm nothing on my own. I've made mistakes. I've often slipped. Just common flesh and bones. But I'll prove someday just what I say. I'm of a special kind. When He was on the cross, I was on His mind. The look of love was on His face, the thorns upon His head. The blood was on that scarlet robe. painted a crimson red. Oh, his eyes were on the crowd that day. He looked ahead in time when he was on the cross. I was on his mind. He knew me. Yeah. He loved me. He whose glory made the heavens shine, so unworthy of such mercy. When he was on the cross, I was on his mind. Yet when he was on the cross, we were on his mind. And here's one of your favorites. I heard an old story, how a Savior came from glory. Oh, listen, people coming in, we're going to start all over again. Come on, let's see up front. I told the pastor, he said, now we maybe get some people come in late. And I said, I don't care, I'll start all over again. Come on. Because I can't remember what I just did anyway. So let's start this right here. I heard an old story, how a Savior came from glory, how he gave his life on Calvary to save a wretch like me. I heard about his groaning, of his precious blood atoning. Then I repented of my sins and won the victory. Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and he bought me with his redeeming blood. He loved me and I knew him, and all my love is to him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing blood. I heard about a mansion he has built for me in glory, and I heard about the streets of gold beyond the crystal sea, about the angels singing and the old redemption story. Then some sweet day I'll sing up there the song of victory. Everybody! Oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. He sought me and he bought me with his redeeming blood. He loved me and I knew him, and all my love is to him. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing blood. He plunged me to victory beneath the cleansing blood. What page in the hymn Bindles that song?
353.
353? Oh, she'll tell me just in a little while. Anyway. This is one of my all-time favorite songs. There's a lighthouse on the hillside that overlooks life's sea, and when I'm tossed, oh, it sends out a light that I might see, and the light that shines in the darkness now will safely lead me on. If it wasn't for that old lighthouse, my ship would sail no more. Everybody that lives around me says tear that old lighthouse down. You know those big ships, they don't sail this way anymore. There's no use of us standing around. But then my mind goes back to that stormy night when just in time I saw the light. Yes, the light from that old lighthouse that stands up there on the temple to our bountiful Father above. We will offer our tribute of praise for the glorious gift of His love and the blessings that hallow our days. Here we go! In the sweet by and by. Oh yeah! In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. Turn to your neighbor and sing. In the sweet, turn to your neighbor, sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. Okay, your other neighbor now. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore. Follow me now. We shall meet on that beautiful Oh my goodness. Some of you spouses have not sung one to another in such a long time. We're having a marriage seminar right after this service. Hey, you're not sitting back. Okay. Anyway. Speaking of spouses, please make welcome my lovely wife, Sharon. Make her welcome, folks.
Thank you.
Make her welcome again, folks.
You're in church.
Oh.
As fast as I used to. I can't move as fast as I used to.
Nobody can move as fast as they used to. Can we do a couple songs together for you?
Yes.
Well, good. We were going to do it anyway, so it doesn't matter. My wife and I, we've been married since 1976, and 42 years. We did the First Baptist Church in Branson, Missouri, their Christmas luncheon for the seniors there at one of the hotels in December. And we got up there, and of course the music minister got up and he said, "Do we have any birthdays in the month of December?" And people raised their hand. Okay, great. Glad you were here and all this stuff. Then we have any anniversaries? And people raised their hand. Of course we did, because we got married December 23rd. 2 days before Christmas. That way I just got about one gift. Anyway, so it's a very big gift. So anyway, he got to us and he said, "How long y'all been married?" I said 42. She goes, "No, 43. I said 42 years. No, 43. That Common Core math gets everybody. I said, "Who you are?" Then she realized, yeah, it's 42. And we got 4 kids, and so right now 10 grandkids. Probably 11, who knows? Probably 12. Soon, I don't know. Anyway, and so during the off season, which December 15th, we're going to start singing here in just a minute. December 15th was our last show at Presley's, and then we opened back up March the 8th. So all during this winter time, my wife and I, we traveled all over the United States, singing to churches even smaller than this one here. Isn't that right? Yeah. And some of the little bigger ones and all, but we love to sing for the Lord, and we like to see people smile. And one thing my wife can tell you, Chuck believes, and I believe, that if you're a Christian, you have something to smile about. Right. There's no need to walk around with, "Oh, praise the Lord." I don't want what you got if you say it that way. Anyway, we're going to do a couple songs together. I heard Lulu Roman of the Hee Haw fame do this song, and I thought this was a perfect song for my wife to do.
I would love to
Thank you very much. We're going to do a real slow ballad. If you know it, go ahead and sing with us. Thank you, honey. we had sung together our first couple years of marriage, and with her sister and her and I, and we went around for the first 2 years as a spirit trio, and we were starving, so I had to quit and get a real job. So she stayed home with the kids while I worked factories jobs, and then in northeast Arkansas, and on weekends I traveled with different quartets, and I've always sung with quartets. All my, from 1979 or so on up to these days. Well, 8 years ago when the Lord said, I want you to start doing solo ministry or solo work, I just sort of laughed at the Lord and said, no, because I've always relied on 3 other guys to feed me my words when I forget them. Now it's just me and God. And it shouldn't have been that way to begin with. But again, if I make a mistake on a song, I want you to know I'm only human. I hear a song in there. I'm only human, I'm just a man. And I make mistakes. Sometimes those words go through my mind and they don't rhyme. Or I look over my wife and she makes a hand motion on the sound and I completely forget where I'm at. And usually I wear glasses. And I don't wear glasses anymore because that way I can't read her lips. Anyway. So I'm trying my best not to watch your lips. Yeah, okay.
Don't watch it, whatever you do.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth on him should not perish, but have everlasting life. He was born in a manger. There was no room in the inn. This precious little baby boy, God's mercy gift to man, knowing all the while he would suffer for our sins, willingly giving up his life on the cross that we could live. God's mercy gift was given through the blood of the Lamb, His only Son, a sacrifice to atone the sins of man. No greater love has ever been known. Jesus is the mercy gift for all. The mercies of our Savior are still available to man. All that would call upon the Lord and accept salvation's plan. He will keep His promise. You must believe it's true. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, this promise is for you. God's mercy gift was given through the blood of the Lamb, His only Son, a sacrifice to atone the sins of man. No greater love has ever been known. Jesus is the mercy gift for all. His only Son, a sacrifice to atone the sins of man. No greater love has ever been known. Jesus is the mercy gift. So many things try to slow me down. Familiar voice just keeps on talking. This ain't no time to turn around. Soon I'll be crossing that river. My Jesus will greet me with a smile. When the road gets rocky and rough, I'll remember I'll be walking my very last mile. You may not get the concept of heaven, don't understand why I live like I do. Last mile is over, there'll be no regret, and I'll be shouting in heaven 'cause I'm getting through. Soon I'll be crossing that river. My Jesus will greet me with a smile. When the road gets rough, just when you think it's over, they go back and start all over again. So now you get to put your hands together. Here we go. Baptist style. Pentecostal style. Tsunami crossing that river. My Jesus will meet me with a smile. When the road gets rocky and rough, I remember I'll be walking my very last mile. Walking my very last mile, yeah. Tsunami crossing that river. My Jesus will meet me with a smile. When the road gets rocky and rough, I remember I'll be walking my very last mile. 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 I got that one next. Okay. I can't do that. No. Okay. Some of these songs I haven't sung in a while. Back this past 2018, we did a lot of traveling on weekends during the season. And for some reason, in God's knowledge, He made sure that I couldn't have any churches booked in October and November. The reason was because of my wife's mom and dad. Her father, 94 years of age, passed away at the end of October. Then her mother, 92 years of age, passed away 2 weeks later. And at the time, they were in a assisted living, and Sharon and two of her sisters, the VA said, someone's got to be with them 24 hours a day. So Sharon and her two sisters took turns staying with them all night long. When Sharon spent the night, I got to go over and spend the night. And those recliners just aren't what they're cut out to be. But I didn't want to go off and sing without my wife by my side. And I tried to book dates, but I couldn't do it. In God's eyes, God knew. In God's plan, He knew I did not need to be on the road. I needed to be home to support my wife. I heard this song, good 8-9 years ago. And on my way home from work, about 10:45 at night, on the radio, it stirred in my heart. I knew right then, when I heard it, I knew I had to do the song. The premise of the song is a son standing by the bedside of his dying father. Now, I couldn't really relate to that song because my father died 2 months before I was born. My mother remarried when I was 9 years of age. I had a great stepfather who passed away a year ago this past December. But up to the age of 9, I did not have my daddy around. My daddy wasn't there to love me, to guide me, to protect me, to teach me, to train me, to spank me. I had a lot of relatives that took up the slack in that area, but my daddy wasn't around. Folks, I believe the time is coming very soon. I'm going to walk through those pearly gates, and I am going to see my daddy for the first time. I stood by the bed of a dying dear old friend. We talked about what Jesus said, how someday we'd live again. He held his Bible to his chest as he slowly slipped away. But before he took his final breath, I heard my daddy say, "It's true, I can hear the angels sing. It's true, heaven's bells are ringing. I can see the face of my Jesus, and He things of earth are fading. I'll be waiting on the other side for you. It's true. I know that there will come a day when death will call for me. They will put my body in the ground, but that's not where I'll be. So when I have those fears and doubts about what lies ahead, I just think about my dear old dad and the last two words he said. It's true. I can hear the angels singing. It's true. Heaven's bells are ringing. You see the face of my Jesus, and He's coming for me. It's true. I see loved ones who are waiting. It's true. The things of earth are fading. I'll be waiting on the other side for you. I'll be waiting. It's I can't wait to see you, Dad. Couple, 4 years ago, in March, I was able to go home to visit my mother, who was in a rehab/retirement home. She had all but given up. I got to spend 4 days with her, encouraging her to get up to go eat, encouraging her to get up to do therapy. The fourth day, the day I was fixing to leave to go back to Branson, the doctor came in to examine my mother, who is now sitting up in bed, fully dressed, has her hair done, has her makeup on. The doctor examined my mother and stepped back and said, "Esther, it's phenomenal. You've done a complete 180. Is there anything you want?" My mother looked at that doctor and pointed to me and said, "I want to hear my son Chuck sing in concert again." And a Big Mac. She got the Big Mac. That was in March. Little did anybody know that the first week of August, my mother would go home to be with the Lord. Now she gets to hear me sing every night. And I believe she is standing at the pearly gates with my daddy, looking down and saying, "That's our son." Remember, I've never met my father, but all of my family members on my father's side have told me time and time again, "Chuck, you are a spitting image of your daddy." If that's the case, I can hear my father's reply to my mother, "That's our son." A month later, my Uncle Richard, my mom's remaining sibling, passed away. Talk about a family reunion. My grandmother and my grandfather and all of their kids all shouting around the hills of glory. December, Christmas Day, the same year, my youngest daughter, Julie, her husband, we got a call that her husband, Kyle, had passed away, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Leaving behind Julie with 3 kids and 1 on the way. I said all of that to say, we have got something to look forward to. We have got family and friends that are waiting for us. And folks, I don't know if you know it or not, the time is coming very soon. When the trumpet of the Lord shall sound, down, and time shall be no more. And the morning breaks eternal, bright and fair, when the Savior of earth shall gather over on the other shore. And the roll is called yonder out there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. Let us labor for the Master from the dawn to setting sun. Let us talk of all his wondrous love and care. And then when all of life is over and our work on earth is done, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. If you know it, sing it. Oh, when the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. Thank you for allowing my wife and I to be a part of your church family. I hope we can come back again. We would like to leave you with this one last song. If you're up against the wall and your mountain seems so tall, and you realize life's not always fair, you can run away and hide, or let the old man decide, or you can change your circumstances with a prayer. When everything falls apart, praise his name. If you have a broken heart, just raise your hand and say, Lord, you're all I need. You're everything to me. And he'll take the pain away. If you feel you're all alone, praise his name. If you feel you can't go on, just raise your hand and say, greater is he that can praise the hurt away. Greater is He that is within me. You can praise the hurt away. If you just praise His Thank you again. God bless you.
So this is like a rock concert, we all started going, one more, one more.
One more.
It's worth a try, man. 12 more, 12 more.
Yeah,
You did.
maybe you'll sing one more.
Okay, now you
Didn't he not say if someone came late, he was going to start over?
I believe for every prophet. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, come on, one more.
Want one more?
6.
I asked the pastor, I said, how long of a program you want? He said, well, however long it takes, however you want. I said, I've got 8 hours worth of music. I don't know all the words, but I got 8 hours worth of music. What's your?
You need to practice, do it still in the book and see if you can get through it.
Oh, my little wife, I tell you what. Okay, I'm going to try this. Move it down to here. No, down there. Good, down there. Okay, and add it there. Okay, and save. Okay. Are we good to go now? Yes, I think we are. Okay. I love talking to myself. Here. Now, I've recorded a lot of these songs I did tonight. I got it on CBs. See, my dentures slipped again. On CDs back there. Again, I am a firm believer, if you love the Lord, you should always smile and have a good time. And I love to see people laugh and enjoy their Christianity. That's why I do what I do. I had a pastor one night and said, now, do you preach? I said, no. My wife's happy I don't. But anyway, my wife and I, we're going to some churches that we've been to before. And so she said, well, why don't you go ahead and just revive some of the songs you've done before? I said, okay, I don't have many fast songs, so I'll try this one here. And I can't remember the words. I'll do fine. When I pass through the waters, He'll be with me. When I walk through the fire, I won't feel the flame. For He is the Lord my God, the Holy One of all. And I shall not be moved, for He cannot be changed. And it's still in the book how He loves me. Yes, it's still in the book how He'll never leave. I could not be mistaken, for I've never been forsaken. And it's still in the book how He'll stand by me. One verse now, second verse to come. What's the word? Be with me. See, I did it again. In my weakness and failure, His sweet love remains. The book said He will be there through fair and stormy weather. The last time I looked, it still read the same. 'Cause it's still in the book how He loves me. Yes, it's still in the book how He'll never leave. I could not be mistaken, for I've never been forsaken. And it's still in the book how He'll stand by me. Yes, it's still in the book to stay